Okay, but don't you understand that there's so many other ways to make money? You're really like pocketing in how many jobs are online now. You know that there's a lot of people. I know people that make money just selling verification badges. I know people make money from crypto.
Listen to what you just said. Listen to what you just said. People that make money selling verification badges. These are people that are highly connected at social media companies.
Okay, how do they get that connection? How do they get that
I don't know. It was either through work or
smart.
I don't know how they got those connections, but I know not everybody can have. Listen. You need to have the economic understanding you're saying. The fact that somebody can make a living selling verification badges means that there's a demand for that, meaning the supply is very low, meaning it's very rare to be the person that can sell that service. By definition, not everybody can do that. All of these jobs are highly exclusive. Everybody can do it. They're making money.
Being a high-value person that doesn't have to slave away at college job 9 to 5 is difficult, but you can get there. And saying that there's only streamers can do that is limited.
What you're saying, like this is like I already told my son this. Like my kid's not doing YouTube until he finishes college. You want to talk about being a high-value person? Yes. Yeah, of course. Getting a college degree is one of the biggest investments you can make in yourself. It's one of the biggest.
You didn't even do it.
I got lucky.
You didn't do it.
I got lucky.
For something you didn't do.
Because I'm smart enough to see that I was one of the few survivors of that world. I made it out. I escaped. It's not like I grew from the path that was there.
Okay, why did you drop out of college?
Because I was working full-time graveyard shifts. And I couldn't do college and work at the same time.
Did you like college?
Yeah, I wanted my music degree. I have a huge passion for music, of course.
Okay, do you need a music degree to be successful in the music industry?
You don't need one, but it helps.
No, you don't. It doesn't.
How does it not help?
No, it doesn't. What do you want to be an engineer?
No, there was a really good saxophone program at my school. Being in that program gives you the opportunity
to play the saxophone.
Yeah, that's my. Why do you have a saxophone?
Degree to play the saxophone?
It's not about getting a fucking degree. It's about having.
That's what you're saying.
It's about having the opportunity at school to play with other talented people. It's about the workshops you get connected to. It's about the traveling that your college sponsors. It's about the ensembles you can play with and the experience you can develop being part of that ensemble. Otherwise, I'm gonna go busk downtown and hope that a good player shows up.
You cannot do all of those things. You can't do all of those things by meeting the right people.
You can learn how to build an atomic bomb by reading the right Wikipedia articles. That doesn't mean everybody can do it. It's nice having people to tutor you and mentor you.
You're saying it's a safe space. It's a comfort zone for people.
It's not about a safe space.
It's about a fucking degree to get to play the saxophone. You just need to know the right people, get in a band, and go travel, get the experience of playing with other people. There's no bro who plays saxophone. Miles Davis, but he didn't get a fucking degree. There's not one saxophone player that you look up to who went to school for that. You see the college was a safe space for you because you wanted to become a saxophone player. It's hard to actually do it. I don't give a fuck about someone else playing the saxophone. The point is that you wanted to become a successful saxophone player. Instead of applying yourself, you took the safe space in the belief, this imaginary world that going to school for was actually going to get you a fucking job doing it. When that's not true. You need to put yourself in the right situations. You need to talk to the right people in order to become successful. That doesn't matter. A degree for saxophone. I don't know how to break through your programming. I don't know how to break through. No, most people probably didn't go to school. Just like light programmers didn't go to school, like developers didn't go to school. But the reality is, if you're searching online, this is the advice that I give everybody. If you're searching online for something to do besides going to school, you are the perfect person to go to school. That's what you need to do. If you don't need to go to school, you know it. This is the advice I give anybody that comes up to me for programming. If somebody says, hey, I kind of want to get into programming, I need to go, like, should I go to school or not to like learn how to be a programmer? If you're asking me, the answer is yes. If you don't need to go to school, you know. By the time you're 18, 19, 20, by the time you're 19, 20, if you have the skill set to be an entrepreneur, to start a business, you're not asking people online for advice on what to do. You already know. You're already part of that world. You already have those jobs. You're already building those connections. If you gotta ask, go to school, get the degree. It's so much safer. It's so much more reliable. You know that all information is available on YouTube now. You can find
why do teachers exist, Nico? Why do teachers exist if everybody can just learn everything by reading an encyclopedia?
Exactly the reason you went to school, to give you a comfort zone and make you feel like you're
I'm different. I'm not the average person.
Okay. When you were in college, when you wanted to play the saxophone, you wanted to feel like you were doing something. You really wanted to go be independent, be an artist, and you decided to take the safe space of college. That's what college provides for you. A zone to make you feel like you're progressing when you're really not. You're just giving money to other people.
You literally are progressing. You're learning skills every single day in a college.
You can learn an instrument. You can learn an instrument from YouTube tutorials.
You could.
You don't need school. That's a waste of time. And that's a perfect example. Like going to school for artistry. I was in film school. It's the same shit as you. Fucking misunderstood artist. You know, I was in film school.
Misunderstood artist.
Yeah, you wanted to play the saxophone. You were deep in there. You were trying to swoon a girl with a fedora on. I know you were. You were probably on Reddit forums and stuff like that. You said my lady, and then you wanted to jazz club, smoke a cigarette. You were misunderstood.
I wasn't misunderstood. I had to work too much, so I had to drop out.
Why don't you play saxophone anymore?
I like the piano more. I don't know how to relearn it. I relearned it to be a guitar.
What job do you think you would have got from your degree?
I don't know if I would have gotten one at all, so I got my casino job. That's why when I came to between school and college, I chose work.
So you're saying you wouldn't have gotten a job playing saxophone, but you're still advocating for people to go get a job. How does that make sense?
I'm saying that I didn't have the luxury of being able to go into infinite debt and screw around on the internet to figure out if I can make it bigger or not, because I had bills to pay and I had nobody in my life to support me. So when it came time to choose between doing school for a saxophone degree versus working full time at the casino, if I lived here on my own and I either have to pay my rent or be homeless, I chose the reliable job at the casino. That was my choice.
Would you have found a job if you stayed in school?
Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what that path looked like. I didn't finish school.
Do you regret it? Do you want to go back?
I don't know. I thought about it sometimes. But I mean, like, obviously, I've now picked up a whole new skill set doing what I do now. Like,
if you are aware that all this information is available online, everything they teach in school, all the books, all that, why are you still telling people to go to school? Is it because it's a safe space? Is it because it's a comfort zone to make you feel like you're progressing? Do you really think people aren't dumb enough to go out and seek that information themselves? I learned more in film school from YouTube tutorials than I did in class. I learned more on my laptop, like when I was running home to edit videos.
That's great, because that's how you learn. I think I learned that way. I think I'm a really good self-directed learner, but most people aren't. That's just the reality.
Why do you think most people aren't like that?
I don't know. It's a thing. Some people have it, some people don't. I don't know. Maybe you learn in your childhood, maybe what?
You really think it's a difference in brain, or are we just programmed to be bots and to be?
I know. Hold on. We might do this in a second. People keep screaming at me and everyone. I'll do it in a second. I'm gonna have like a 3v1 fuck fest where y'all just share on Cinco for his fucking opinion on whatever. If you want to join me in a second, we can do it. Jesus fuck, chill. Sorry. Okay. What were you saying? For programming for
do we really have different brains, me and you, or do we just figure it out? Do we see past the matrix? No, let me finish. Do we figure out a way to work out of that system? And most people never figure it out, not because of intellect, but because from birth we are programmed to be cogs in the machine. You have to break out. You're stuck in the matrix when you think of everything in terms of the matrix. Everybody's a part of the matrix, okay? We're all part of the matrix. We're all part of society, right? So it's not about breaking out of the matrix. It's just the simple reality is that some people are really good at learning on their own, and some people have a lot of trouble learning on their own. Like, I think I'm a really good self-directed learner. If there's something I'm passionate about, I can pick up a book and I can learn. I can do that. Not everybody can do that. A lot of people need teachers to like schedule out what they're supposed to learn, give them like learning schedules, help them through problems or whatever. I'm not one of those people. Some people are, but most people are that thing. If it was the case, why schools wouldn't exist? Most people need someone to tell them what to do.
Most people, yeah, need some level of direction. Yeah. Yes.
Why?
How deep do you want to go on that? What do you mean, why?
You like philosophy, let's figure it out.
Sure, I would be
You're saying the precedent that we have different brains than most people, and I don't think so at all. I don't think I'm special.
My guess is going to be that most people work better getting directions to other people, probably because society works better when you've got a lot of followers in just a few years. If you've got a society full of people,
right?
Yeah, if you've got a society full of everybody wants to be a leader, too many chiefs, not enough Indians is a saying, right? And like society would probably fall into fucking disarray, everything would be fucked, I guess.
So you're saying you want your chat to fall in line, be followers, aka bots.
And you want your community to fall in line and people learn how to do dropshipping online. Like, what do you mean? Like, it's not like you can phrase it how you want. What I want people to do is I want people to take the most likely successful step. No, you're a bad fit. You keep saying you always rephrase these things. It's like hyper autistic fucking red pill language. You can't engage with an idea.
You're getting around the point.
No. I'm exactly on the point that I'm making, but you can't comprehend it. You keep rephrasing. Oh, you want people to be bots. Oh, you want people to be the matrix. I'm trying to work. No, fuck, get rid of that toxic line of thinking.
You're saying followers. You think people.
What I want people to do is I want people to take the most likely path to success. If you're going online and you're asking, what do I need to do to be successful? The fact that you're even asking that question means you're probably a little lost. Meaning the best place for you is to go to a place that directs you to the ways you can self-improve to get a job, which is college. It's the best place to do that.
Okay, you're going away from the point you made earlier. You think most people should be followers because not everybody can lead. We need followers. We need sheep, and we need someone.
You're the one that calls it cheap. That's your word.
No fucking lingo triggers you. That's essentially what you're saying, right?
Yeah, as opposed to what you're saying, where we need a bunch of like big-headed, egotistical, like ineptitude dipshits trying to run around and figure out their own. Like I can phrase it like
you're saying egotistical because you don't like that too. You don't follow. You are a leader. Why are you not saying that people can be like you?
because not everybody can fill those roles.
Why?
I don't know why. Because we learn different things in childhood. We have different fucking genes. We have our brains develop differently. We just have different set of experiences in our adolescent years. We go to different high school. I don't know why the answer is. I know that's the reality.
I'm trying to get to the next level. You established that some people are meant to be leaders and some are meant to follow, right?
I don't know if I meant to, but yeah, by the time you're like 18, 19, yeah, it's going to be pretty set in terms of like what your path roughly is going to be, probably, yeah.
Right. Do you think people would rather lead or follow?
I think people would rather do what they have the natural inclination to do. If you're like,
the question. Do you think
hold on, wait. I need you to elevate your brainwaves right now because you are trapped in babyland. You asked me what do you think people are more likely to do. Hold on, no, hold on. I'm just going to talk over you too. Let me finish a sentence. If I were to walk into a room with 50 people and I would say, and I would ask like, do you think you're meant to be a programmer or a manager? And I've got like 50 programmers and 50 managers. Like the answer is going to depend on what the person has the aptitude for. Most people I think are inclined to follow. They would prefer to be followers. Most people that are inclined to lead would probably would want to lead. Now there's going to be some followers that want to be leaders, maybe some natural leaders want to be followers, but in general that's what people don't want. People, I'll take it a step further. Everybody thinks they want to be a leader, but you can see a really easy test of this even in video games. People don't want to be a leader. They want the glory for making good decisions as leaders. But the reality is when shit goes down and shit is in society and anything, if there's a fight, if you've ever seen people circle around, if there's a fire, if there's some people down in your video game, what does everybody do? Everybody looks around for somebody to make a decision because most people are looking for a leader. No, yeah, because it's hard because nobody wants to be the person making the wrong decision. That's a lot of responsibility. Most people don't want to be leaders.
So it's hard to be a leader. Let's get a consensus from my chat in your chat. Type 1 in the chat if you would rather be a leader. Type 2 if you'd rather be a follower. Let's see what they say. I know all my chat would rather be leaders. I want to see what
they think they want to be leaders, but like if you're playing League of Legends, if you're playing CS:GO, if you're playing whatever, how many times are you the one shot calling? How many times are you the one making the hard decision? How many times are you okay being the one that makes the bad call and getting like all the responsibility for it? Like
I can see the difference in our audiences right now. Your chat's all saying 2, they'd rather be followers, and mine's all saying 1, they would rather be leaders. So it's just a difference in our ideologies. You are purporting that people need to fall in line, and I'm purporting that people need to go and make themselves better. Everyone here wants to lead, they want to improve. Everyone in your chat is just kind of giving up on that, giving up on the dreams. They were once the saxophone player, and they're like, I'm gonna go be a carpet cleaner for the rest of my life. My chat wants to go play the saxophone. It's okay if you accept the fact that you want to go clean carpets for the rest of your life, but then don't talk down to people who are trying to.
I'm not talking down to anybody. If you want
me to elevate my brainwaves, I need to mature.
I said you need to elevate your brainwaves because you're asking for like one-word responses to pretty complicated questions.
It's not that complicated.
You said you asked me what would people rather do, and I was.
What would you rather?
And the answer is people would rather do what they have the inclination to do. Followers would rather follow, leaders would rather lead. You're telling me that like your chat is full of people who are leaders, my chat is full of followers. My question is, if you have so many leaders in your chat, why are they watching your stream at 9:30 EST on Friday night?
Leaders, it's that they want to.
And they're learning that here. They're not learning skills here to be leaders. You want me to tell you what future leaders are doing?
Because what I'm saying is college is a scam.
You want me to tell you what future leaders are doing right now? 18, 19-year-old future leaders? They're working on a project. They might be programmers. They're contributing to big repos online. They've got some like pet project that they're working on that they might have downloaded legally books to learn new programming languages for. That might be a guy that's a programmer. Other leaders might be people that are right now at a shop with their dad who owns a business who's trying to pick up their tricks and trade or whatever they're doing. Those guys are leaders. There might be other people that are actually out hustling. And when I say hustling, I mean they're actually making the connections they need to do. Talking to people they need to talk to. Yeah, they're out there doing shit. They're not watching videos online for like how to be a leader.
Would you call me a leader?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, of course.
Do you want to know how I got this information? How I learned this?
Sure.
From videos online, from watching videos.
You're dead wrong. This is what you are the.
Let me explain before you go into another.
Go ahead. Careful, because you're so wrong. Go for it.
Stand-up comedians. I was inspired by people who knew more than me, who got there on their own. I listened to life stories, I listened to information, then I apply myself. Just because they're on here watching this, because a lot of people watch myself every single day. They're not watching it all. They're not saying, I tell them to get off the shit too. Don't watch this chronically and think that you're progressing.
When did you start watching Patrice O'Neal?
When I was like 15, 16, I started watching Bill Burr when I was like 10, Louis C.K. when I was like 9.
Hey, Louis C.K. and Bill Burr are not giving you life. I don't know how much Patrice O'Neal is, but like
you did calls Black Phillip was like a men's health podcast.
None of these people are why you're successful. Okay, how
are you gonna tell me?
Because I know why you were successful. Because I can see it. You were successful because you started working on your craft when you were 14 years old. Maybe probably earlier. I bet it was before you were 14. Probably 12 or 13, right? That's why you're successful doing. No,
everybody has a YouTube channel. No, I continued was listening to people that inspired me. You cannot continue making art if you are not inspired by somebody. Everybody started Call of Duty channel at 14. What made me continue? What made me? Where did I learn things? Where did I hear other people's life experience? Where did I hear other people's lectures online? YouTube changed my life. A lot of these people I would have never heard about, and that information is stuff I still think about today. I got Dave Chappelle up here. I watch all of his interviews. Stuff like that is still resonating with me to this day. And I was watching it on a Friday night.
If everybody has a YouTube chat, why doesn't everybody become a big YouTuber?
Because they listen to people like you and they fall in line before deciding that they can go do it themselves. And if they want to go clean carpets and play saxophone, fuck it. But everybody in my chat wants to play saxophone.
If you were to take the median income of a group of 100 people that go to college and get degrees versus a group of 100 people that try to make it online, on average, which group do you think is making more money?
Probably the college people.
Okay, well, at least you have a realistic look at things.
And do you want to know why that is?
Yeah, because most of the people that try to make it online end up failing out and then they end up working McDonald's or 7-Eleven for the rest of their lives.
Everything in society is programmed so that you're a failure and that you fall in line. Like you're doing. They want you to be sheep, they want you to be programmed, they need you to follow so that they can take all the money, take all the resources, do whatever the fuck they want. So most people will give up. Everything. College, giving your money away. No rich people that I talk to, I don't know about you, all the entrepreneurs that I know say college is a scam.
Yeah, because the entrepreneurs you know don't know how to make money, they don't know how to make businesses. They got lucky with some online scam shit. The online world is poisoning your guys' brains. You guys are looking at these fucking retards, they got lucky on shitcoins and then scam people with collect and you think these guys are building businesses. These guys don't do any real, I hate to be the online guy that says, but these guys don't work with anything. They don't have brick and mortar stores, they don't have fucking customers, they don't have fucking employees. These are guys that only exist, like if the internet would be deleted, these people would be wiped from existence. They have nothing. Like I'm even hesitant to call myself a businessman, but at least I have employees and like actual infrastructure that I can fucking point to. But dude, you're gonna look at these guys get lucky on a crypto coin and scam the fuck out of all the files over and over again and then sell NFTs, and you're telling me these people can tell you how to be an entrepreneur? Bro, you have to go to the real world and look at how people are actually learning shit. Like if you get off of the online world, off of the NFT shitscape, and you ask real life people, bro, what do you think we can do to like increase our fucking earning potential? Like number of people, at the very least, like fucking get an MBA or go to do some shit and get like 40 year college. Every single successful entrepreneur will tell you that. Absolutely. Maybe not in the online crypto world, but for real life business people, of course, they'll tell you that.
Okay, I'm going to Romania tomorrow to go meet with the Tates. Do you think that there was an example of like crypto nerds who got lucky gambling?
Didn't they get lucky because they fucking like had like a million fucking girls they were taking OnlyFans money from working in the basement of like
lucky?
It's not lucky. It was a good business model.
You just said it was lucky.
It was a good business model, but that's not right. No, did I say that was lucky? I just asked you how they made their money.
Okay.
But hold on, they didn't make their money doing fucking online shit. They had like real people working for them. They were doing online work, but it wasn't just selling like buying some fucking cryptocurrency. They at least had like girls that they were getting.
No, they didn't just make money from crypto scams, right?
No, Andrew Tate. I don't think the Tate brothers made money off of like crypto shit.
They say the same thing. College is a scam. I'm going to meet them tomorrow. They'll tell you the same thing. All these people who have hustles, who have different businesses, who have their money in different places, all of them told me that college is a scam, and that's something I've always known.
Okay, well I mean like bro, if you talk to like 10 people in that particular world, you must have a really good impression of it. Also, I mean like
who do you look up to? Like your favorite saxophone players? All of them like didn't go to school. My favorite people I look up to like Kanye West dropped out of school, famously college dropout. Steve Jobs famously dropped out. Elon Musk dropped out.
Yeah, because you see the people
fucking dropped out, Zuck.
You see, but listen to that. How did Kanye West make it? Right? This dude was making fucking 5 beats a day for 3 summers, right? Like this dude was doing a fucking ton of work. Like people like Elon Musk. This guy comes from a really well-educated background. I don't know if he dropped out of school. No, I'm not.
He did drop out. He did drop out. So yes,
the difference is that it's the classic mistake. People look at like Bill Gates and they go, that motherfucker dropped out of college, so I'm gonna drop out of college. Bro, you wanna drop out of college because you're failing algebra. He dropped out of college because college was too busy for the fucking computer company that he was trying to build. It's not the same shit. Like there are people that drop school because they've got so much else going on in their life and they've got a future in building that. And for those people, yeah, college is a waste of time. Like people email me or people ask me like, bro, like I just joined the LCS or like I'm like a professional streamer, I've got like 700 viewers. Should I go to college or should I like follow this esports shit or should I follow this like streaming shit? I was like, follow the streaming shit, bro. You have a once in a lifetime opportunity to do that. But if you're gonna message me and you're like diamond in fucking Valorant, or if you're like got like 50 viewers, I don't know if 50 is good. If you got like 10 viewers on streaming, like, should I quit the rest of my life to try to do this? Probably not, bro. Like the NBA is not for everybody. The NFL is not for everybody. Like not everybody can be a fucking superstar. Like, you're selling snake oil.
So fall in line. Give up on your dreams. Put down the saxophone.
No, you should fall into the other line. You get infinitely scammed by people selling courses online. Trying to make money off you when you fail over and over and over and over again.
I'm asking your worldview and what you're telling your viewers to do. Should you just follow?
What I'm saying is that there is stuff that you can do to measurably improve yourself as a person, and college is one of those things. If you go to college and get your 4-year degree, like that's something that nobody can ever take for you. If you spend 5 years trying to learn how to do drop shop and you fail every time, you've wasted half a decade of your life and you have nothing to show for it. You're a loser. You've literally accomplished nothing. You've learned nothing. You've learned an esoteric skill set that's going to be outdated in 2 years.
Go to school.
That would be the best advice for most people. If you have to ask, yeah, you should go to school.
All right. And even you're a successful entrepreneur that dropped out. I'm a successful entrepreneur that dropped out. Pretty much all of them. Like I can't even name you an entrepreneur that like graduated school.
Because the only entrepreneurs you know are the ones in the fucking online crypto world. I mean, go.
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true. Like everybody who talks about this stuff, like it's pretty much type of one. Like don't you always see that success story over and over again? I dropped out and then I made $1 million.
Hold on, these fucking nerds want to do dumb shit. How many? But you don't hear about. Here's the problem. You always hear about how many people tried and failed in the online world, and you don't hear about like the normies that like tried and succeeded and like got a college degree. You don't hear about those people either, right? Like the fact that you're hearing about people that dropped out and made it should be a hint that it's an exceptional story that you're hearing. Like that's why you're hearing about it. It's why you always name the same 5 or 10 people.
Exceptional. People in your chat type too. They want to give up and they want to go clean carpets.
Did Zuckerberg, does he have a college degree?
No, dropped out.
Okay, hold on. To be clear, okay, Zuckerberg dropped out of Harvard. Okay, so Zuckerberg was not a failure in school. I'm pretty sure Bill Gates is the same. Bill Gates dropped out of Harvard. So these guys are like very good students. They didn't drop out of fucking ASU. Okay, Arizona State University.
Zuckerberg was in Harvard and he had an actual proof of concept before he started Facebook. Before he dropped out, so not a good example.
Also, Musk was working at PhD. Jesus.
Well, I also want to say when you mentioned Steve Jobs, you're also forgetting the amount of like graduates that worked in developing Apple OS with him, like the actual Mac OS systems and all the various products they made. Like Steve Jobs was the only one that made the iPhone. It was a bunch of talented engineers from like various institutes that made that product come to a reality. Like one dropout, it wasn't the only one that made it, you know.
You're gonna drag Adam because these guys want to talk. I'm telling you.
I think when you say like followers and leaders, like the thing about followers and leaders is like it ultimately becomes like a symbiotic relationship, you know, between like two people. Like obviously, like Destiny said, not everybody can lead because when you look at a fire going on, there's one person that jumps in and like 9 of them just stay back. That's not really a detriment to them. It's just like there's going to be people that like know how to lead, and there's people that are really, really good followers, right? Like if you're gonna run any business, the problem with online businesses and crypto shit is that people make one good fucking investment and now they think they know everything about running a fucking business and like all that bullshit. A real business isn't all online based. A real business is you develop something, you expand it, you make sure you get a lot of revenue, you bring a lot of people on board,
really assuming that I'm
and then
a crypto guy. I've never even been like I haven't even made much money from crypto. I'm not that person.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, what is your example of like a good leave the matrix like business? Like what is like one thing that would just fucking, you know, how would you like sell somebody to leave the matrix? Like I'm not a big person of college either. I'm also
my editor Musa is a perfect example of that. He makes $1,000 an hour doing consultation calls. The dude like failed high school and he'll do not only just from editing for me, he'll do $1,000-hour consultation calls because he studied the TikTok algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, and all these like older companies that want to get into the content creation space. They want to learn from him.
Hold on, wait. Which guy?
Musa, my editor. They talked about him in that video. About the creativity.
I don't know if I'm believing. $1,000 an hour consultation calls?
$1,000 an hour. He's 19.
That's been insane. I mean,
yeah, but just now he had I think it was a music label. Now they ran up an account to 100K on TikTok, and they're very glad that they learned from him. So he learned a way to hustle out of that. Even though he failed high school, he failed the traditional path, which Destiny wants him to do. And we're trying to spread.
Wait, he's making $1,000 consulting and then he's still working for you? Yeah. You must pay. Bro. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. If I made $1,000 an hour doing my own thing, well, I work for somebody else. That's a question you should be asking.
The message on spray. He agrees with me. He watched my videos before I started streaming.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't that be a debt? How much do you pay him? So enough to make up for the shortfall of time that he's missing out? Like, here, let me give you an example. Let's say I work 5 hours a day, I make $5 grand a day, right? But let's say, oh, I love Destiny so much. Let me just make like less working for 2 hours a day. Let's put his message. That's not really intelligent, is it? I'm actually killing my income. You understand what I'm saying?
Tell him to quit his job. Like, if he likes doing it. What do you want me to say? He doesn't get these calls.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't like logically. Like what I'm saying is like logically it doesn't make any sense when you say it like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, like there's 24 hours in a day. You're trying to optimize your earning. Yeah,
he doesn't get these calls like all back to back to back. He gets like 10 calls a month. That's a perfect example. Extra 10K a month he makes doing consultation calls.
Okay, so instead of saying like it's per hour, just say it's like $10,000 a month. Well, that's which is not bad. It's just like
$1,000 for 1 hour on a call. How is that confusing?
Yeah, but see how it's like see how it like comes across a little bit like disingenuous. Like we're sitting over here and kind of like saying, oh, it's $1,000 an hour, right? So now we're sitting over here wondering, oh shit, like Destiny, do you agree with me? Like Destiny, do you agree with me that like when he says $1,000 an hour, we're kind of sitting here wondering, oh shit, he must do this like every weekday.
I know what you meant. No, I know what you meant. I just wanted to clarify because I'll say shit like that. Like I can get paid like 5,000 to 20,000 technically per like activation on like a video game thing, but I'm not making like 5,000 an hour every single time I'm streaming. But I'll tell it normally. I'll tell a girl that I make $5 grand an hour.
It's a little different, but I mean, it's.
Yeah, but I don't agree.
I mean, you know, the guy's learning. It's good. It's like 10K a month. That's all. I mean, he's working for you.
His main thing is he takes 25% of the creativity kit, and that's the main source of his income. So we're running up. It's doing well.
Well, do you agree that the jobs that we have, like, okay, cause I don't consider YouTube to be the job, but like, let's say you're a social media influencer, right? That's a pretty rare job to have, right? Like, Destiny mentioned earlier, there's like 10 million like streamers on Twitch. Very few of them have like an actual like earning potential, right? And even a few of them have like a multi-millionaire like level.
There you go. Like my editor's a perfect example of somebody who doesn't have to be on camera, who doesn't have to be this entertaining online personality, and still can run the bag doing it from the side. Now he takes editing jobs and he's outsourced it to other people because he builds up a reputation being my editor. So people hire him to be his editor, and now because he knows the algorithm, he just other kids, they do all the work, he takes the money, he takes like 80%, you know, and it's just he's running up a bag as a 19-year-old with failed high school. Didn't want to take the traditional path, didn't want to be a bot, wants to make his own money, and it's working. 19 years old. He's not like it's not, oh, 1 in a million, no, this is hard. There's a lot of ways to make money online. That's what you learn in creativity kit.
I mean, I guess, but I'm just saying, like, the safer example is always still, like, getting a good STEM degree.
That's my point. That's my point. A lot of people who watch my stream are tired of taking the safe route. They're tired of
Bro, they haven't even tried the safe route. They haven't even tried the safe route.
Oh, yeah, everybody.
There's a reason why, dude, nobody working for Facebook, Apple, Amazon, none of these guys are like, man, I'm gonna quit my dev job and go try to, like, do Amazon shit, or I'm gonna go try to, like, sell shit online. Like, nobody's doing that. There's a reason why none of those guys are doing that. Like,
What about people that go to a university? Well, what about people that go to a good university, Sneeko, and they like develop good education, and they also build connections through there? It kind of sounds like this person came to you to like another form of like education, kind of like a college, if you will, and like fucking develop a connection.
Like Destiny earlier was saying that my shit's a scam when it's $50 a month. He went to
Well, I didn't say your shit. Whoa. I did not say your shit was a scam. I didn't say it was a scam. Chill. Don't put words in my mouth.
I didn't say it was a scam.
He didn't say it was a scam, but he's talking down the creativity kid, saying that it's like, oh, not a scam. I don't want to like trigger you, but you're saying to network and go to school, which is essentially what college is for, networking. $50,000 a year to network. Why not?
It's also to learn too, right? Like you don't 4 years for an STEM degree.
No, we also agree that all the information in college is available online now. You can just download the books. You don't need to go listen to this old guy talking in front of a classroom and go to Zoom classes. Just go watch a YouTube video. All the information.
Yeah, but okay, but the thing is, the old guy.
The benefit of school is the networking. That's what Destiny said. Like, oh, I can play saxophone across the world, meet successful other jazz players, I can network in my band. Or you can find an online community full of similar like-minded people and work with them. My shit's $50 a month. School's $50K a year. Fuck that. Why?
So wait a minute.
The idea that this shit's a scam is so stupid. But then like people like Destiny go to school.
Could people just download your information and like cut you out of the equation and succeed then? Or do they need you?
3 calls a week. This is why networking is the most important.
So the old guy you go to learn at university. Okay, I'll give you a great example. Like when you're in like computer sciences or computer engineering, the old guy is not just some old guy. The old guy has like decades of experience. They understand the frameworks, the theory. They're the ones that are going to be. They're the ones that are going to teach you how to apply it in a practical sense going forward in like a big company. So roughly, you and that old guy that's teaching people in the Zoom class or in real life, they're one and the same. Like if you're going to talk shit on the old guy, you have to cut yourself out of the equation. You can just download your shit and go on with it, right?
Sure. Like they can download the book. How much does school cost? What's the average cost of a college tuition?
What do you think? Is it like 20K a year or what?
It's different in America to Canada.
For an in-state school?
How much is the creativity kit?
I don't know, but nobody's getting a job because they said they have the creativity
$50
kit.
a month. No, I just told you somebody just got a job.
Okay, I'm sorry, a measurable amount of people aren't getting jobs because they have the creativity kit. Maybe 1 or 2 people do. My bad.
You got some?
I haven't pulled everybody in the
I've
creativity
given a lot of people opportunities. People have run up 100K accounts, put on my stuff, and they show it to a label, they show it to a company. Look what I can do, and they get jobs. Or people like Musa can now do $1,000 for 1 hour of call because he's shown that he knows the algorithm. Doing clips, clipping my shit up. There you go, giving people jobs. But you, oh, well, this is just. You guys so adamantly want to defend the Matrix and defend paying fucking $100K a year for this.
Okay, but you know you can't.
Pal gets more inflated every time you bring the cause.
I don't understand this. Hold on. Just a side tangent. What is a Matrix? You know you can never actually leave the Matrix, right? We're all part of the Matrix.
Yeah, but you can limit how much you're actually in it.
Okay, but you're still underneath the Matrix. So you said earlier like nobody has a boss they're responsible to. Everyone's got a boss.
That's
I got a boss.
He's
got a boss. You got a boss.
All right. Would you rather get a boss? I was just at the Apple Store today, and this lady was just yelling at the Apple Store employees, and they all hated it. They called her a bitch as soon as she walked away. Who's boss? Like, I don't have to see my boss. I don't need to look at her. I can make jokes about her. I can tell her like, and that's it.
Okay, so when it comes to the Matrix, right, like, I think the point is when you go to college, you go to university, you go like structured education, you're picking a safe spot, right? You're picking a safe way to have a safer life. But the thing is about like breaking the Matrix, you can't break the Matrix, you can only like succeed well within it, right? And not everyone has the means to do that, right? You can watch a million videos on YouTube about how to run a business, right? Perfect example. I went to this fucking Airbnb in Los Angeles. I opened up this fucking YouTube page, and you know what the YouTube like first results were? How to fucking make money, how to make money fast, how to make money quick. Like a guy bought one property, rents it out, calls it a day. You want to make fucking actual money, you need to have capital to do it, all right? Which not many people have. You can't even go get a business loan these days because credit can be so far down and shit. Not everyone has those opportunities. So they go to university, they go to college, to at least get something safer done. Because like Destiny said, time is finite, okay? If you spend your early 20s trying to chase the bag and trying to make millions of dollars, you'll find out very quickly it's not easy to do that. But if you have 5 years of shit to show for it, like a college education and at least some career, then you can probably do something, you know, safer in your 30s and your 40s down the road. You know, like it's called being stable and secure. And some people are cool with that. Some people, most people, I would say, are finding stable and secure shit. Yeah, I think the idea is that too many people are okay with just a life that's fine. That's just fine. We're sick of that, so they want to go and become better. I think Myron is a good example of somebody who has like the main type of capital and then invested into real estate so that he doesn't have to ever work again. You get a source of income with a skill online and then reinvest it into other places. It doesn't have to be crypto, like, which makes Destiny so mad. There's so many ways to become independent, and I think more people should know that instead of taking the safe route. You guys are saying take the safe, easy route that they've laid out in front of you that is meant to keep you a wage slave for the rest of your life. And we can agree to disagree. If you want your chat to do that, then fine. I hated doing that. I hated school. I dropped out. I feel like a lot of these courses and a lot of these things would make more sense if they taught people that it wasn't just the internet that you're making money out of, but like actual practical ways some people jump into. Right? Like, what is so practical about making money on the internet? Like, how are you gonna like? You have to have like a high, what should I say? Like, what is the rate of like people that succeed? Destiny, I'm sure you have like the definition for it. But, like the people that like succeed, you have to have like a good throughput rate. I guess is what the best thing is, right? Like, how many people in your course succeed out of like 100 versus college, right? People are gonna pick, you know, which one's the safe option. College and university aren't easy either. If you're going for a STEM degree, if you're going for anything that's licensed, for instance, that's a fucking big ass commitment. People go to law school and they spend like fucking how many years getting to that position, and then they fucking succeed at the end, hopefully, right? At least that's the general perception of it. Same with doctors, same with like engineers or anybody in that position. You know, it's like how many people in your situation succeed? How many muses are there versus muses that go to like MIT or like University of Toronto, like a big, you know.
Most people will fail because they will give up and they will go back to the safe route as soon as it becomes difficult. A lot of people don't have the opportunity to really fully dive into that. It's difficult. I mean, I was able to do it because I've been focusing on since I was 14. I saw from the beginning, from a young age, that I did not want to be a wage slave. I did not want to be part of the cognitive system, so I worked hard. But that's what separates the people, the winners from the losers. It's just working hard. Most people are not able to do it. Destiny is encouraging complacency, and I'm encouraging ambition.
You gotta stop saying complacency. I just want to be clear. Also, you got it. The words you're using are so mind-rotted. You're like such a bot when you say that. That like a guy can follow a set path in life and be really successful. You can have a good diet, get good sleep, have a lot of friends, work out, have a good body, go to college, get a good degree, have a good paying job, go to benefits, go on vacation, and you're like, you're so complacent. There's nothing complacent about that. That's a successful person by literally every single metric. Like, I would argue that a lot of the people that chase the online shit are more complacent than the people that have like the dedication to follow through with school and get a real job, rather than the people that are working their side hustle, which is really a job at Burger King or Wendy's, and then they're online trying to get rich, like trading coins. Like, that's complacency. You're too scared to actually take steps and do the real work in the real world to actually improve yourself, put yourself in a position to get a good job, and instead you're hoping to get rich with online.
How is that complacent? Like, why do you need to go be involved in your idea of the real world? Your idea of maturity and being adult is just being a part of the system.
It's actually doing, when you say like being a part of, like a doctor is a part of the system, a lawyer is a part of the system, engineer is a part of the system. Like, these are important people to do important things that make it possible for you and me to do our jobs. But I'm only able to do what I'm able to do because not people went to school to work on fucking Amazon servers, right? Amazon only exists because college educated Jeff Bezos started the company and had people that were willing to ship products, like people that were willing to drive UPS trucks, people that were willing to do customer support. Like, these are all real life people. You call them cogs.
What's the most coveted job in America for kids?
YouTuber?
Yep.
Yeah, and 20 years ago it was an NBA player. Like, what's the point?
What do you want to do before you went to school? You want to be a saxophone player. People don't want to be UPS drivers. People don't want to be garbage men. People don't want to do that. People want to be carpet cleaners. You do that because you have no other options. You take a safe route. So you're saying it's brain rotted. That's complacency. You gave up. People's dreams is to be a YouTuber. Is to be independent.
Okay, bro, how many people can be Hollywood actors? How many people can be an actor?
Not many. Well, that's why I'm saying complacency. And Destiny can't argue that point. Are you not encouraging complacency?
It's only complacency to you because to you anything less than being a superstar is a failure because you don't know what life looks like to a normal person. You have no perspective whatsoever. Like, for you, the only thing that it means to succeed is to have a million YouTube followers and everybody else sucks compared to you. Like, that's your view on life.
No, it's being independent, not answering to nobody.
Bro, neither of us are independent. Dude, you're literally sucking off fucking Islam over here because you're worried about getting canceled by a bunch of Muslims online. None of us are fucking independent. Like, all of us are slaves to some shit. We're all part of the Matrix, bro. If you want to talk about some independent shit, I want you to go back and show me a picture of the fucking vegetable garden you got growing. You're cultivating on your own so you can survive on your own when the apocalypse happens. Otherwise, we're all fucking plugged into the system.
There's levels to how much you can be plugged into the system, and you're encouraging a bigger level than me. If my level is not wanting to get killed by a guy named Ahmed, then fine.
Sure, I'll say this. When I worked at my casino job, I sure never worried about what I tweeted or what I said in a video game. Bro, I could say some wild shit. Man, if my logs ever got leaked, dude, my entire family would get assassinated for the crazy shit that I said online in battle.net. This was when before nobody got banned for slurs or anything back then. Bro, you could type people's phone numbers and tell me to murder dogs, and nobody gave a fuck back then on the internet. Like, it was a wild world. I didn't give a fuck back then because I gotta worry way more about the shit that I say in this shit like that. So in some ways, I have a lot of freedom. I'm not gonna go back to that life, obviously, but in other ways, I'm way more locked down. I gotta worry about other shit that nobody don't have to worry about. Like, we're all part of the system in one way or another.
Yes, I'm telling you how much you're plugged into it and how much you're not. Me having this creativity and me having most of my money come from Patreon or come from super chats is being out of it. Or eventually, like, if I do get banned, going to a platform that I start or that's independent is me out of that and me not having to answer to anybody. Like, yes, we do answer to some people, but there's levels. Having like an angry Karen that you answer to every day is way worse than doing what we do. And trying to compare the two.
But like, aren't you like tied down to YouTube and Patreon or something? Like, if those things went away, what would you do tomorrow?
Well, that's why I'm saying that you need to have capital and you need to invest in other places that you can be fully independent. And then I'll just be eventually just gonna be on YouTube for fun and I don't need to worry about, you know, words that are like what I can say about the election or what I can say about the injection.
I think there's pros and cons to everything, and it's hard to see it all. I think.
I think you're dodging the fact that you are...
Stop saying, bro. Stop saying I'm dodging because you dumb what I'm saying. You're actually triggering the fuck out of you got me. You triggered the fuck out of you did do it, okay? It's not about dodging. It's about being an adult and taking responsibility and growing past the age of 24 and realizing not everybody can be a millionaire on doing some online shit. That's a fantasy the kid has. That's when you're 14 and everybody say, what do you want to do when you grow up? Because I want to play in the NFL. At some point you grow up, you're like, okay, I need to actually be an adult and I need to figure out like, well, I'm going to navigate life. It's not about giving up. It's about accepting the responsibility of being an adult. It's like, okay, well, I need to find an acceptable path forward that I can carve that makes place for me, my hobbies, and what I want to do, and also provides a living. And probably provide some service to a society that isn't scamming people online selling cheap Chinese fucking silverware in order to make money.
You keep putting words in my mouth. The reason that you're dumb is that you think maturity in adulthood is giving up on your dreams.
Okay.
Your idea of adulthood. Every time you talk to me about maturity and about being adult, every time you call someone else childish, is it because they're not being a slave. Someone who's not being a slave, and it triggers you. The fact that I get you so upset and bringing issue because I'm a young man full of ambition, and people are
hold on.
you're treating people to go give up.
You're not talking about ambition. The problem is you're not talking about
maturity is just giving up on your dreams.
You're not talking about ambition. You're the 2020s version of Amway. That's not ambition. It's get rich quick schemes. That's what you're talking about. Ambition is the kid that's 16 that already like knows like 3 different programming languages. Ambition is the guy that's like 17 or 18 that can already build a whole fucking engine in a car. Ambition is the guy that's at 19 or 20 is already like the VP of his dad's company. This is what ambition looks like. Being 24, working at Burger King, and then going on and checking your Robinhood app to see if you got rich on some penny stock you got recommended by Andrew Tate. That's not ambition. That's not ambition.
Why are you acting like I'm the crypto dude? That's such a
Robinhood could just be stocks as well.
You keep talking about me like I'm advocating for the big crypto guy. When you ask me an example of an entrepreneur who makes money, I talked about my editor who makes money off consultation calls because he studied the algorithm, because he's networked with the right people, and he provided value by learning how to edit. He found a skill, reinvested in other places, and then you keep talking about crypto, but that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. The creativity kid is about learning a skill, becoming valuable, and then investing in other places. Not working at Burger King.
I agree, but when you're talking about that guy, that editor guy, he didn't learn how to edit because he took an online course. He learned how to edit because he did. He worked that job.
You know, I learned how to edit YouTube tutorials.
Yeah, when did you start? When you were 13. That's the point.
You learn how to edit on YouTube tutorials. You consider yourself an actual editor that can work in a professional location?
Yeah, I know that if I ever get canceled, right? That's
okay. How many things? No, I know about post production.
I know how to use Avid. I know how to use Final Cut Pro.
Do you know how to work with DaVinci? Do you know the entire
Dude, 100%. Sneeko, I know he could get a job. He could get a job editing for sure. 100%.
He could get a job editing, but it's like
you're saying that I was shit at editing for 7 years. I learned how to edit in a month from YouTube tutorials in college.
You didn't learn how to hold on. Stop. You didn't learn how to edit from a fucking YouTube tutorial. You learned how to edit because you edited. That's the only way that you learn skills. Like you had to work at it. Yeah, this is why I'm saying people that know how to do things don't know how to teach it. The fact that you even say that you learned some shit in a month. You didn't learn it in a month. You probably began learning in a month. You learned over the course of your entire life. That's a life. That's your whole teenage years spent actually editing. That's how you got the skill, my dude. Nobody's gonna learn in a month how to do it.
Watching YouTube tutorials and then grinding every single day.
Yes.
Working on my own.
See, that's the thing. Grinding every single day.
I don't like this point that you keep making that I had an advantage when I was doing it since I was a kid. When I wasn't good at it and I hated it for most of the time, and I decided I need to find a skill that makes me different from other people. If I cannot invest all this money into different places like Mr. Beast and buy all these Orbeez and buy trucks and Lego cars, then I need to become the best at editing. So I grinded at it for a month while I was in school. I learned more in that time focusing on watching a YouTube tutorial.
Okay, but like, how much of that time was watching the YouTube tutorial? How much of the time was watching the YouTube tutorial versus actually sitting in front of the video on and working on something? It's like learning programming, right? Like you can sit.
So that's what I'm telling people. Part of the creativity is teaching mindset that you need to work hard and go do it too. So if we agree that you need to go work and do it, why are you telling people to give up? We both agree you need to work hard and all the information is online.
No one's saying you need to give up. If somebody wants to work at something like that, that's great. But just don't expect to get rich quick doing it. It's gonna be low. You're not gonna become a good.
When do I say get rich quick? When do I ever say that? Why are you applying that to me? That's my fucking ideology. I never said that.
Here's a question. If somebody wants to learn to be a YouTube editor, how long would it take them to be good enough to make some decent money doing it? Okay, I would say 6 to 12 minimum. That'd be my guess. I don't know how you think
it. Do that.
I could. If people want to build other skills and shit, that's fine. That's good. But like, college is so unbelievably reliable. You can learn other shit on the side.
It's unbelievably reliable for saxophone and for film school. Like we're too.
Not for sax. These are arts. It's way different there. But even for arts, going to school like that, bro. You ask any professional musician, like if you would have the opportunity to go to Berkeley School of Music, would you take it? They would pay you a fucking heartbeat, bro. Some of these colleges, you were surrounded by the most talented motherfuckers in the world. You can learn so much amazing.
Those guys give you the best connections.
They don't. My sister, for example, she went to Juilliard. She went to the best acting school in the world. She's like 26 right now, and it's very difficult to get an acting job.
What did she do, theater?
No, she's obviously for movies she's done theater too. She works, but she's not like. You think that Juilliard, the best school, all these connections. Robin Williams, this, all these people that go to Juilliard, she'd be the most famous actress ever. When that's not the case, you know what I think people should do? I think they should make the connections online. I think they should make a short film the way I did, post it on the YouTube channel, maybe someone will see it, and eventually will follow. My friend TCK is now gonna get a show on Hulu or HBO Go because he put in the work on YouTube because he put himself out there. And if you want to be a slave to the system, wait, connections.
Your sister went to.
Go ahead.
Okay, so your sister went to Juilliard and she's going to like, acting, right? The thing we said earlier too is like just sort of like 5 minutes ago, going into acting, how many slots do you think exist to be like a big time actor, superstar, right? Somebody that goes to university for like computer sciences, there's so many more slots than available to them, okay? So many places. That's what the stability is about, right? Somebody that goes to school for something that you have like a ton of career slots in, a lot of stability exists there. There's not a lot of stability going to like shit like, acting or whatever. It's really a lot of luck that goes into it. That's I think the ultimate like
yeah, right? Same shit. Okay, thank you for interrupting me to say that simple shit. Same thing for saxophone, same thing for film school, same thing for all this. There's a very few slots, and it's better to go get that information online and work hard to go get it done. That's my point.
Okay, and my point is, it's like, okay, if you're going to go into those scenarios, right? Like, how many people do you, how much is the success rate there? Like, if you give that shit to 1,000 people, that information, hey, here's the information, now become an actor. How many of those 1,000?
We said it so many times in this part.
How many of those 1,000 people become actors?
Most people will fail. I'm saying that to people in my chat who are ambitious. Most people will fail. So you need to understand that. Understand why most people decide to be followers in the same space and work around that and become better than that. And if you don't, you will fail.
Now, if you told the same 1,000 people, hey, go to this university, get a solid, education, solid connections, then how many of those people will succeed versus 1,000 people who become actors?
Depends on what you consider succeeding. And also,
they have a good life, they make a good paycheck.
Good life, they gave up on their dream. They put the saxophone down. And see, I made the decision when I dropped out. I wasn't making a lot of money for a long time. I was probably making $2,000 a month, but I was way happier making money doing comedy and doing YouTube videos. Like, I think a stand-up comedy dollar is worth $100.
Bro, hold on. I just want to be clear for the things you're saying. If you're making $2,000 a month doing stand-up, you're already part of the top one of the 1% of comedians. You're already
exactly,
like making
and that's what I'm saying. So my $2,000 a month, I thought was equal to somebody making $20K a month.
For sure, I agree with you. Yeah, that's amazing.
So that's what I'm saying. So yes, you guys are saying, oh, happy life. Okay, you gotta like wave to the neighbor. Oh, honey, I'm home with your wife. Or you can not give up your dream. And that's what I didn't do. I said from a young age, this is what I want to do. I would be unhappy if I gave up on my dream, which most people do. Like I said, the #1 coveted job in America is being a YouTuber, and then they drain it out of you and make you think the destiny ideology that you need to go clean carpets when you really want to be a YouTuber. That's
bro, if my kid wanted to be a YouTuber, I'd be like, listen, I would rather make $20K a month having a stable career than $2K a month doing fuck all of your life.
Okay,
so that's
a lot of people would choose safety, but I'm saying
I know $18,000 a month less. So how are they gonna be happy in the long run?
I know the reason I'm successful is because I know a lot of people watch my stream. It's a nagging thought that they gave up. People don't want to live with regret. Like, yes, you have a stable life, but you still gave up on what you really wanted to do.
The issue is that like what you're talking about is like this is the most toxic aspect of the American dream. It like destroys lives, and it's the idea that people need to be fucking superstars to be happy. It's like the worst takeaway, the most bastardized version of what it means to be successful in the United States, and like it ruins people's lives.
I'm not saying that you'll be unhappy doing that.
You're saying like, oh, if you're not a superstar, you gave up. You're part of the cog. You're part of the system.
You did give up. You gave up on your saxophone dream. You know you did.
All right.
Did you not?
It's not. It's just.
Look at it sitting in the back, man. You still got that little hope, that little dreamer, that little 18-year-old destiny was like playing.
Bro,
because we don't have parents to carry us through like every part of life. Like we don't have mom and dad to pay our entire way. We're trying to figure our careers out and shit. Like I'm sorry I didn't have that opportunity. That was my own 16, trying to figure out how to survive. Like yeah, I didn't have the luxury of like trying to do something hard because I was making YouTube videos when I was 13, making thousands of dollars before I even left the house. Like we don't all have that same opportunities. That's like the point I'm trying to make to people, but it's hard to understand if you don't have that perspective.
I was working retail since 16. Well, 16. I was like,
you assume that I was rich on YouTube.
I'm not assuming that you're rich on YouTube, but like you're going home at 3 o'clock making YouTube videos. You're practicing for your future career at 14. I'm staying after school for 3 hours every day doing janitorial to take my high school diploma. Like not everybody has the same opportunities in life. And by the time you hit 18, 19, you can't just be like, oh shit, like well, I just learned all this shit in 1 month. Like you don't learn it in a month. Like people are preparing for their future careers by the time they're in 6th grade. Like you just don't realize it. You think you just teach it in like 2 months on like an internet course. The fact that you think you can be a YouTube editor and be making like decent money by 1 month of education is crazy. Like you don't see how much work went into you getting to the place you're at. You just see that like you succeed, you can do it like relatively easily. It's not easy. It's a lifetime kind of work.
Trying to get rich quick, so you should keep buying it. It's not.
1 month is quick. I know you're young. You're not that young, bro. 1 month to be a pro. YouTube editor.
I mastered Adobe Premiere in 1 month.
You.
Facts.
I
mastered it.
Mastered it. I think we became very
functional to the point where we were very good at using it. But master is a different thing. I will say I do agree with Sneeko, and that people who have these dreams should give it a shot and should go for it.
It depends on the type of person you are.
I will also say though that oftentimes people who try to go and do these things realize that it's not what they actually want. There's the idea of being a YouTuber, which Sneeko can understand, and then there's actually being a YouTuber, which is completely different, right? You guys know this from the back end, all the editing that you have to do, all the managing the channel, all the dealing with the comments, all the researching for the topics. Like once people realize what kind of labor is involved, a lot of them all of a sudden don't want to do it. Which is why a lot of people flame out, they stop doing it very early on, or they switch career paths because they're like, I don't actually enjoy doing this. So having a dream and giving up on it isn't necessarily always a bad thing. Sometimes it's not what you actually want. Do you know what I'm trying to say, Sneeko? You agree with that? Because I know for me, originally I wanted to be a professional dancer. Moving out to LA, see what the industry was like, and see what professional dancing was like. I'm like, I actually don't want it. I hate this. This like professional world is actually trash. So for me to pivot came from there. You can look at me and say I gave all my dreams, but the reality is, if I had pursued my dream the way that you're saying, like, you know, keep going for it, it's like I would have been miserable.
You hung up your dancing shoes, dude. Okay.
What's that?
You hung up your dancing shoes.
I still go out dancing every week, but not for me. So that's the thing.
I'm not dancing, bro. That was the last thing I expected.
I can picture him dancing, bro.
What, me? I'm fine. Next time I'm in mind, we'll go to salsa.
Ooh.
Bro, he's from Montreal. There's not a dance up there.
Yeah, but moving past that. Earlier you mentioned Myron, how he did his pivot and had his whole real estate thing going on that's kind of helped him finance his life. Myron also was like a federal agent for some time, if I fuck that up, and he worked at that office. One good thing that I say about schooling doesn't always come in the form of college. A lot of the greatest saxophone musicians, they got their education from church. They're part of youth choirs for many, many years, and they went on to be the best players in the world. I know for me personally, the military was like a very functional thing. Like when I was coming out of school, if I was trying to pursue my dreams, I'd probably be involved in just doing drugs every single day. Whereas because I was in the military, that kind of schooling and formation helped me develop some skills that are really good for me now in the artistic world. And Myron's pretty similar in that when you study this thing, when you went to Project Fit, right? You notice how everything organized on top of everything. He didn't get that because he was an 18-year-old decided he wanted to pursue his dream. He got that from professional development in school and work. You know what I'm trying to say? By being part of the cause, you learn the skills necessary for him to be good at his independent shit. Am I crazy for saying that?
Yeah, and
I feel like you have to work a few years out of your life to get that structure. And the most successful people are structured.
At 30, he finally found what he wanted to do, and he finally like really followed his true calling. And I think it's dangerous for a lot of young men. And I think the reason that I'm doing well right now is because when they hear like you guys are all like 10 years older than me, when they hear people like you who are encouraging having a safe place and having like comfort and complacency, that's why a lot of people end up giving up. But we're all agreeing on the fact that it takes hard work. You need to go figure out the right information. You need to network. And so if they follow you guys, they're gonna give up. And I think it's drilled out of us that we should give up too soon. When you really can make it out, you can. I'm proof of it.
I don't disagree with you.
Bro, I
don't disagree with you. I actually agree with you. What I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of people who go through different journeys to get to that point. They can't just come out of college or come out of high school and then automatically jump into it. Some people don't have the skill set to be successful entrepreneurs. That is things that sometimes you need to develop for some folks in a condensed or like closed environment where you learn skill sets. You might be different in the sense that you are very self-taught. You can learn skills on your own. That's great. There's other people I know who need mentoring and need to learn these skills from other people on hands-on. There's some folks who need to be disciplined. Like I know some rowdy niggas who listen. They need a close space. They need to be in the military for a few years to get that shit beat out of them. There's no way that they won't make it 2-3 years without going to jail. So what I'm trying to say is I don't disagree with what you're saying. People shouldn't give up on those dreams. I just don't think everyone has to take the same course. For some people, maybe it's 2 years in college, they make some friends, they learn a few skills, and then they go somewhere else. For some people, maybe it's 5 years in college. For some folks, it's 2 years being a federal agent. I don't know what the fuck it is. I guess my only disagreement is not in regards to going after dreams. I don't like the fact that you kind of always pigeonhole like being formed is bad or school is bad. Like why is that something you're so focused?
And so just as a real quick question on that, I would be so curious. And I can honestly see him answering either way. But I'm curious if we could ask Myron, if you could have skipped being a Fed and gone right into like the YouTube shit, do you think that would have been better if you could have started earlier? Assuming you don't know what you know now, like you just started, or if he thought that like the priorities were himself. I'm curious what he said to that. He could go either way. He might say that like it was a waste of time.
Myron's fresh and fit, yeah?
Fit, just
he wouldn't do it. He loved that job and he misses it. He liked the high intensity of it. I don't think he would ever do it back. But I think I would say all rich people, all millionaires would not go change their life path because you need those experiences to appreciate where you're at. So it's not like
appreciate. Sorry,
not just you're right, not just appreciate, but also to learn the lessons and take the L's on the way there. All of it is part of where you're at now.
Absolutely. Like the skills I learned, listen, I would never go back to it. But the little time that I did spend there taught me I didn't have any like mentoring growing up. So me going to the military was like a big slap in the face in a lot of ways, and I had to learn how fucked up I was. And that afterwards helped me develop all the skill sets I need. So that when I went into the art school, I was ahead of a lot of other people because artists live chaotic lives with zero discipline. So I got ahead very quickly, learning editing skills, learning music editing skills, learning how to film, doing all this stuff because I was driven to be how to be on top of things. So what I'm trying to say is that environment gave me the skills I needed to therefore become a great entrepreneur afterwards. Even the guy who runs what is called the channel, Value Team, he's got like a net worth of like $200 million. You know what I'm talking about?
It's about you going, yeah.
Okay, him. He was also what, Navy SEAL or some shit? He says that all the skills that he learned from the military helped him transition afterwards into being the best entrepreneur he could be. So this whole idea of immediately chasing your dream, sometimes you're not even in the right mindset to even know what that's supposed to look like. You know what I'm trying to say?
I just don't understand the point of like giving up. Like, so I feel like if we were 10 years younger and around Sneako's age, we probably could fucking agree with him on this. We'd be like, yeah, chase your dreams, go after it. But like, yeah, we are older. We have been through a lot. We had like life experience. We've seen like we've had a structure from other areas built in. I think if I look at Myron being a federal agent, like that structure and that like understanding of the world is what allows him to be a successful YouTuber, right? Like when you mention people in the like social media space, right? I think we all can agree people who are in here, like there's a level of like structure you have to have. There's a certain line you have to be like willing to be in, willing to participate. A lot of people succeed. And it goes beyond just understanding algorithms and all that bullshit. When it comes to like, you know, having a structure, having like stability in your life that you can then use to chase your dreams 10 years down the road. That, I mean, like that's what we're trying to say at the end of the day, right? Like it's not giving up. Sometimes it's like, bro, you know, fucking you take a certain path in your life, all right? And that maybe that'll like give you maybe that'll change your perspective on shit. Maybe that'll change what your dreams actually really are down the road. You know? Like I always wanted to be a fucking lawyer, but I didn't do that. I ended up being a fucking engineer. I didn't have the money to go to law school and shit. I thought, you know, when I look at my life now, I think, hey, would you think that I gave up, or did I take the situation that I had and make something out of it? You know, and I'm happy where I'm at. What do you think I'm in the right place?
Yeah, so
I want to ask also when Destiny comes back, what do you think is a genuine? What do you think is a better place for young men to go? Do you think it's better for them to hear my ideology, or
what do you think is my ideology? I'm curious. What do you think my prescription is?
I think you align with Destiny for the most part.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Tell me what do you think I think about this stuff.
Destiny was saying encouraging people to go to college, and that it's unrealistic for you to chase your dreams, that you shouldn't try to be an online entrepreneur, that you should get a job, part of the system.
That's not my prescription. That's not my prescription. My prescription is pretty much closer to Jordan Peterson, just like clean your room or like get your shit together. I think most young men have zero order in their life. I think their life is chaotic, spend most of the day masturbating, watching anime, or do whatever. I think men need order in some sense of discipline. That's what I would encourage. When you get out of the military, get that on the job, whatever the fuck you need. You need to get that shit sorted before you even think about changing the world or doing any of this kind of stuff. I can't take people seriously when they look schizophrenic, but they're trying to. I don't take them seriously. So
you need to be a fucking man first, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be my thing. So I don't care if you want to jump on a fishing boat and spend a year out there getting food. I don't care what it is. I think men need to get that discipline aspect in their life. That would be my prescription to young men. Do you disagree with that?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you need to have something to base off. I think Destiny will disagree with you.
Listen, Destiny can come back and he can disagree with that. But yeah, I think whenever I speak to young guys, and they're like, I feel lost, I understand that because I was lost. Okay, so I can't even pretend. The reason why I joined the military is because I was lost. I was like, I don't want to go to school. So I'm very much like you, Sneako, that I'm a high school dropout. I'm a high school dropout because school's not fun. I can't focus. The classroom, the speed, the pacing of it is not for me. So I wasn't going to pay to waste my time.
Would you tell young men to go to school, or would you tell them to try to seek out ways to make money?
See, again, it wouldn't be to go make money on their own. What I would tell them to do is assume responsibilities. The reason being is responsibilities test your character. And once your character starts to get tested by the responsibilities, you start to figure out who you are. Once you have a better understanding of who you are, then figure out what your dream is. You get me? Because honestly, at 17, I was a goofy ass individual. If you asked me what my dream was, I probably would have told you something stupid. Okay? And I'm kind of glad I didn't think of that because I didn't know myself well enough to know what my dream should be. So get responsibilities, be a man, and take care of your shit. So at 17,
once you get to this point, yeah, you change as a person too. Your personality changes. I was not the same person I was when I was like 16, 17 years of age. When I was 16, I started working shit jobs, and I got thrown into adulthood so fucking fast in my life. You know, like I was gonna live on my own. I had to learn how to pay taxes and all this bullshit work in my life. I had to figure out everything. You know, I became an adult so fast that I feel like I'm still suffering through the whiplash, right? If I look at my dreams when I was 15, 14 years of age, they were so vastly different than what they were when I was in my 19, when I was in my 20s. You know, I became a different fucking person. And I feel like that's the whole argument. It's not about like, hey, make money online, chase your dreams at the moment. It's about fucking getting your shit together. It's about learning what you are as a person first, becoming a fucking adult, and then you can fucking soul search and figure out what you want to be. Once you become that person, it's like going through puberty, bro. Like you change as a fucking person completely. 1,000%.
Yeah.
This is Nabusa, my editor, good God-feared Muslim.
Hey man, shout out to you. So how much you paying me for this out? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000?
This one's free, you know what I mean? I got to get a freebie through
That's a charity to the poor YouTubers. We appreciate
That's what it is, man. It has to be done sometimes. But
so what's going on, brother?
I was just thinking that obviously I'm 19 years old and I'm make well over like 5 figures a month now, and I think I'm a good example of someone that, you can like anyone can get rich. Like, it's possible for anyone to do so. I don't think it's impossible because even stuff that I know, you don't even have to know a lot. Like I have friends, right, that earn more than the average UK citizen that are 2 years younger than me, and they started editing. They've only got 2 years editing experience. They learned everything that I taught them. They learned directly from me, and I taught them. And that's it. Any YouTube videos I refer them to if you're trying to get into editing. Finzar is a great YouTube channel to look at. Yeah, but I literally one of my friends, and this is 100% true because I hired him. He works for me now, right? He was editing for 2 months, 3 months, right? And he put his own work in as well. Like he did his own TikToks. He made a Sneako TikTok page, and after obviously I trained him up for a while with editing and algorithm knowledge, he grew a page from 0 to 100,000 followers in 4 days, right? And now he can go and he does his own consultation calls. He can go and work for any agency he wants. He can go and work for a company. Even my younger brother, he's very lazy, he's very complacent. He's not as driven. Well, I told him, look, run up a TikTok account. So he listened to me. He ran up an account. One of his videos got 1 million views, and he did it again and again. Then he got a job in the real world making content like a restaurant, like a burger shop now. You know what I mean? So there's no reason why people can't just pick up skills that are accessible for everyone. Everyone's got a phone. You can even make videos TikTok on phone. You know what I mean? So everyone's got that. And even the capital problem of you need money to make money, that still isn't true. Earlier this year, I ran up a TikTok dropshipping store where the only capital I spent was 50 to 60 pounds, and I made £6,000 in 2 weeks with that store, which is live on TikTok. You can still go and look at the TikTok page, My Samurai Umbrella on TikTok. It's on there. I mean, all the videos got 4 million views on them, on one of them and stuff like that. So
I have a question for you. So where did you learn the skills?
So I learned my editing skills from YouTube, and I also learned my algorithm knowledge from. It was a lot of it was from YouTube and from self-study. So I test stuff out myself.
So you would say you got a curious mind for this stuff. You're like really interested.
Yes.
Absolutely cool. Dope. And how many hours do you think you put into learning this shit?
Disgusting amount.
Okay. All right. So we're now getting to the good stuff. Here's something that I've kind of learned doing this long enough because I always try to figure out how shit works. If people don't have a natural curiosity or real interest for it, it is very difficult for them to put enough time on their own without supervision to actually learn the skills necessary. I don't disagree with you that these things are very much possible. I actually agree. My whole point is not everyone's built for it the same way. Not everyone has that interest and inclination to be like, I'm going to spend hours learning this and do those stuff. If people do, I encourage them to do it. I just reject the idea that everyone will.
I think the strongest argument here is like just how much of it do you think that your experience is the average experience, or is it the survivorship bias and you're a very like exceptional individual who succeeded hard in this field? That's the thing I want to ask.
What? You guys take Sneako?
Yeah, I think it was a question for you.
Oh, no, I think I'm an average kid. I failed high school. I didn't even get past it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even like I'm like intelligent. Like, majority of people, if you made it past high school, you're smarter than me. You know what I mean? That's how it's. So I don't think it's something crazy. And even then, I make money doing stuff that I don't even like doing. I don't have any interest in manufacturing, supplying clothing. But I run Sneaker's whole merch line. I have no interest in doing that. I have no passion for fashion at all. I've got no interest in it. But I put the hours in because I was willing to do the work for money.
Right, but even that, having the ability to turn off your brain, I don't care that I don't like this stuff. I'm still gonna do it every day. And not everyone can. That's why you got people who are engineers.
But that doesn't make it impossible.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I don't think it's
But
impossible.
Destiny's saying it's impossible for anyone to get rich.
Did I really say that?
I don't think you said that. Is that your take?
You said not everybody can get rich.
That's a lot different than it's
From the
impossible.
internet. You said from the internet, right?
Some people can, yes, but not most people. Not everyone can.
I'm arguing that everyone can. I think it's possible. It's possible that everyone can do so.
Okay. I mean, it's just not true, but I don't know how either
I
was.
mean, that's the thing. It's like, do you believe that your experience is literally the average? Because if that was the case, then why isn't like everybody that makes a YouTube channel so successful? Why
Look, it's not that. It's because a lot of people quit, right? Now, because they quit doesn't mean that they can't do it, because they definitely can. But it just means that they specifically, that person
Why did they
can't.
quit?
Yeah, why did they quit?
Well, it might not have what they initially entailed. Being a YouTuber is a lot more than just uploading videos. You got to be a graphic designer, you got to be a video editor, you got to be charismatic, and then you got to, you know what I mean? Then you got to learn like algorithm stuff.
Well, not everyone can do that though.
Yeah,
No, everyone has the ability, and everyone has the access to the, at least everyone in the West has access to the knowledge to be able to do that stuff.
Right.
But not everyone has the, and this is where it comes into the individual person. Not everyone has it within themselves to go forward with all of that stuff.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying a lot of us are built different. So, for example, I know folks who couldn't make it as an infantryman.
Yes,
they don't have
I
the
agree.
drive. But these same people go on to be doctors. They can go on to be engineers. They can go on to do different skills. Our brains are not all built the same. Not everyone's capable of doing every kind of job in the world. Not everyone has the interest or the passion for it. You describe having an insane curiosity to put an insane amount of hours into something, and that's great. I'm very happy for you. Not everyone has that kind of drive. I know for me,
But everyone has the ability.
I know for me, I can't do school. Could I technically finish 4 years? Sure, but it would be like suicide for me. Okay, even if you told me at the end of 4 years I'm gonna get a 100% job making $300K a year, all this, it would feel like suicide. I can't do it mentally. You understand? But I could spend days and days working on an editing software to learn. All I'm trying to say is people are built differently. The same way you might not be able to go to school and handle all that stuff, but you can do this editing stuff. Not everyone can do what you do as well.
I agree, but one thing is that doesn't mean that not everyone can do it, because everyone can do it. Everyone has the ability to do so, and everyone has access to the resources to do so. It's down to the individual, but that doesn't make it correct. It just
I
means
think the
that
deciding factor is the type of information they hear and what they believe in their mentality. And that's why I want to ask you this question. Do you think it's better for young men to follow your ideology or mine?
Absolutely, mine. It's not even close.
Young men, why?
Because you're selling.
Can you state what your ideology is for young men and sneakers, so we all know what you guys are fighting on?
College is a scam. You should not be a slave. You don't want to work a job. That's just brainwashing. You want to be independent. You want to do whatever you want. And you can do it if you offer a skill and you become valuable and you invest your money in the right ways. And it's very possible to do that. It's the easiest time ever to get rich right now. And courses like the one I'm promoting, like the creativity, are much better than college, which costs $100,000 a year, which Destiny's telling you to go to.
But you should try as hard as you can through school. It's the most reliable, best way you can be successful with your life. If you can identify interests that you have early on or hobbies you have early on, you should work those as hard as you can. If by the time you're 18 years old, you don't see a clear path that you can take, where you be an entrepreneur, computer programmer, or something like that, if that path isn't obvious to you at 18, then your best chance for success is probably to go to college, figure out a major that you want to do, and then continue to work down that route.
I disagree. The only thing it's a good idea for people to take, so the space between, at least in the UK, is you finish like high school and then you have the option to go to university, which is college, right? That gap in between, you don't have to take that step to college or university or whatever. The only thing it would be a better idea for those people that just finished 18, 19 years old to take some time out and explore other business ventures. That type of idea isn't pushed in itself. They don't push that idea. A lot of people, I tell them like, look, if you're around this age, take a gap year, because if you don't, what are you going to be doing? You're going to be going to university, you're going to be studying for what, 4 years, 5 if you want to get masters and stuff like that. By the time you come out, you're what, 23, 24 years old, you're on what, 30K a year, and then after tax you're taking around maybe 24. Like, that's not good. And then after that, you then need 5 years experience to start looking at maybe 60K a year, and this is pounds by the way, £60,000 a year, which is considered a high-end job. But by the time you finish that, you're what, 29, 28?
You need to be. I don't know anything about the UK. I already know what you're saying is not true. You're telling me you have to be 29, 20 years old on college jobs to earn 60,000 quid a year? No shot. I don't believe it.
Well, I can tell you.
I have family just got out of U of T and they're working at like $80,000.
Yeah, there's no way that's true. I don't believe it.
Depends on what university, what degree you have.
No, I can tell you right. My dad, right? He has a master's degree in it's like software engineering. He has a software engineering job, and he earns around that type of money. And he's got 10 years in the field, stuff like that. Like,
Only 30,000, 50,000 a year?
yeah, like 60K a year.
I think your dad needs to look at jobs a little bit better because a master's degree should not just be getting 60K a year.
This is what he's earning. And even then, like there's people like even if you go about like there's people complaining about just coming out of uni with master's degrees, looking at like, and these people like 23, 24 years old, got master's degrees coming out, no experience, and they're still even then looking 30K, 35K a year. That's not better than me. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be coming out of let's say you got a master's degree, then you got 5 years experience. Even if you're earning 80K a year, I'm outperforming you and I'm 19. You know what I mean? You've got 10 years on me and I'm outperforming you. I'm not
I feel
famous.
like your dad's getting scammed, but that's not an average representation.
It's not even. It's not a matter of that. It's a matter of like there's no way to put this into words. Like you guys just don't see everybody that fails. Like those people don't exist to you. Like you look at 100 people that take a gap year and then 1 or 2 people make something successful happen out of that. And you don't see the 98 that like just get too lazy to ever go back to school and then for the rest of their lives they don't do anything. Like all you guys are seeing are the 1 in 1,000, 1 in 100 stories, and then that's it. You're pretending that
Oh,
everybody.
I'm not seeing the 1 in 1,000 stories. I'm on your side.
No, I'm talking to Sneeko and what's that like? But I mean, like, I understand it. I guess like you feel like this is like I've always tried to figure out like this split in mentality. That there are some people that like when they make a thing or they do like a particular thing, like they think that like everybody can do this, anybody can do this. It's like whatever, not realizing like the exceptional set of circumstances that led them to be able to accomplish or do what they could do. And then you end up with this mentality like, oh, any 19-year-old can make £100,000 a year if they just like learn how to edit. But it's just like you don't see like how many thousands of editors, artists, YouTubers, want to be thousands, millions of them that are online that just don't make it. And it's not a matter of like, oh, if they just grind a little harder, hustle harder. It's just they don't have the personality for it. They're not funny enough. They didn't like whatever. Like it's stuff that they really.
But that doesn't mean it's impossible.
No one
like,
is talking about it being bro. Life is about numbers and stats and odds. You have to get rid of this like binary like impossible or possible. Nobody thinks like that. That's just not how the real world works.
But you said not everyone can do it. Everyone can do what I do. It's just some people individually might not have the mindset to go through with it.
Right, but if they don't have the mindset, then they can't do what you do.
And you can adopt that mindset.
You can change that. Yeah, you can adopt it.
That's why I'm saying it's better for young men to follow my ideology than Destiny's, because if you don't think that you can program your brain to get out of that mindset and to be independent, then you're just gonna be a bot. You're just gonna be a wage slave for the rest of your life.
Especially people like me, I'm 19. Like like in the next 2 years, 3 years, every single one of my ideas can be completely different. You know what I mean? Like because I'm changing so quickly and still young and stuff like that. So it's not like oh, if you're 18, 19 years old, you still don't know what to do, and these are your characteristics. You're cancelling out all of these different opportunities because of how you're thinking at 18 years old. That can't be right.
Yeah, nothing for that, Destiny?
I don't know what I can say to you guys. Like, I mean, like, if you want to get into like a data-driven argument, like, I win on the data a million times over. There's a reason why.
What about what we said about the mindset? My overall.
You're speaking and you sound like a raving like feminist. Like, you're giving me ideas that I can't prove or disprove. I can't say anything. Like, you're saying like, this sounds so cool, and like everybody can be the YouTuber. Okay, let's look at the numbers. Does it happen? Nope, you're wrong. Anybody can drop a high school. Okay, cool. Let's look at the numbers. Like, you're giving me no. I'm talking. Okay, you're giving me a feelings over fact argument. I can't argue with your feelings. If you want to have the feeling that everybody can be an editor, that everybody can be successful, everybody can be a YouTuber, that's great that you feel that way. But at the end of the day, life is a game of numbers, and you have to look at the probability of like what you can't just come every time I'm giving you an answer for anything. Okay, if you want to go and dig into the data, you can look and see who are the most successful people in life. Even when you talk about entrepreneurs or CEOs, like 90% of these people have college degrees. It's not an accident. But you're looking at the 3 or 4 exception, and like every brain-rotted American that believes in this toxic idea of the American dream is going to throw away every single thing they could possibly achieve in life. And all you're going to do is help them go for that like 1 in a million shot. It's just super horrible ideology. I see so many people like fall to it.
Wait, let me ask you something. You're calling me feminist, you said toxic. The idea with the premise of the question was, can you adopt a mindset to get out of the bot programming? Can you adopt a mindset, true or false?
You can do anything. That's not an interesting question.
Okay,
You can do anything. Anybody can be a Navy SEAL. You could theoretically. Anything's theoretically possible. But it's not.
Alright, chill out, man. Look, what I'm trying to, I think a better way of presenting Sneako's argument is definitely saying like you're supposed to go against the odds. The odds aren't in people that fails favor. If you think about it realistically, the people that get the reason they say C grade students become CEOs is because the A grade students will go through the system because they're getting A's, and the C grade students, you got to think about it this way: what are their options? I failed. What are my options now? I can't go through the system and get a good job. I'm not really going to be looking at getting a job anywhere that's going to pay me more than £20,000, £30,000 a year ever. In my life, I'll be lucky if I can get £30,000 a year. So I'm never going to be able to get a degree. So we're looking at £20,000 a year job, or I have to take a risk, start a business, and that's my only way of making good money now. So if I want to make more than 6 figures a year, I have 2 options: start a business and take the risk and start hustling, or make £20,000 a year. I don't have the option to